Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and all returning viewers, welcome. I'm very grateful that all my viewers watching. Thank you very much. And today I want to talk about positive grid bias FX. I purchased the positive grid Spark 40 and oh my god, it's hands down without a doubt, for the money, $250, the best practice amp on the planet, right? There's just so much that can do. It's phenomenal for the price you get. Distortion boxes, phasers, choruses. Back in the day, you buy an amp. Yeah, that was your choice in the 70s. You had a choice of an amplifier, and then you went and you bought an effects pedal. You buy a wah-wah pedal, volume pedal, distortion pedal, fuzz box, phase shifter, chorus. Plug all them things in, put all the 9-volt connections on. A lot of money, and it was noisy. And you have to stick a noise gate in the end. Get rid of some of the noise with all those cables. Multi-effects came out, decades later, and some of them were great, but they're in the thousands of dollars. To get one in the bargain range, you got the bargain sound with it. With the Positive Grid Spark 40, you get super quality sound. They just threw an equalizer into the mix, and I'll tell you what, that almost makes it studio grade, very close to it. If you put that into any DAW recording software, you can easily, by compressing it, equalizing it, various other effects, get it to sound professional grade. The Spark is just a phenomenal amp, and I'm recording with it, and I was using the headphone out, 1/8 inch into stereo 2 XLR left and right, and the guy was saying, dude, that's, all fine and dandy, but why are you wasting your time with that when you could be using the Bias FX Studio professional grade quality? What? Huh? Bias what? Who? I check it out and look at the website. Well, how to use it? There's nothing here. It's virtual. Well, I had the Ableton, and I was recording into Ableton Live, where that's where I didn't have the bias FX in there because I didn't know what it was. So I'm still using the Positive Grid Spark in there, and it's working fantastic. So, eventually, the studio professional grade quality really caught my attention. Caught fucking battery. Fucking battery. So I'm looking at the Bias FX, and it's like, okay, put it into the Ableton Live standard software. I've already put a couple things in there. Waves, instant audio, applied acoustics. The waves actually have a wave central. You buy the waves, then you got to get wave central, and then it goes into Ableton. And at first it was a little tricky, I'm not going to lie, but it wasn't that difficult or couldn't figure it out. With the Positive Grid Bias FX, that went right in there, no problem. So it was really easy for me to use right through the software. I did not use it standalone. And I have just tried the standalone, but it doesn't work very well on my computer by itself. If I just click start and open it up, it's distorted. It's just terrible. I don't know what the problem is. I don't need it because I just assume run it right through Ableton Live all the time. It works. Generally I'm going to be recording it anyway, so I don't need it as a standalone. Somebody says you can use it standalone, you don't have to tax your computer with the software. Well, it uses 7% computer power. It's nothing to run this thing. Sometimes it goes up when I add on effects and all that, but basically So I'm going to cut this and start the video at the same time. So we'll get a good track. Alright, before we get into the bias FX, I'll just show you a little bit on the Ableton Live standard program. This is a track Alia. Right now I have 15 tracks that I worked on. They're expandable. I have a lot of these closed. It's needed the workspace. All these titles you can change. Like I have lead 1, lead 2. Depending on if I'm doing a song, sometimes I don't label them. You can color code everything if you want to keep all your guitar tracks one color, so you can say, okay, you can visually see, yep, red is lead, rhythm would be light blue, and when you click on it you can see what you have. I have a compressor, I have the bias FX on that one open, and when you open it it'll show you what effect you have on it. So this one I actually have 2 guitar amplifiers because you can use dual. I don't remember any of this. I don't remember any of those effects. I usually, very rarely ever use 2 amps, 2 drives. It just doesn't sound like me. Yeah, that's really weird. Sometimes it opens up as a preset factory, and then I have to change it to what my own preset is. And this one's got the British Rock. So yeah, I guess I set it up with dual amps. It can do that. So it's just a small example of how this particular program works. Has all your tracks. You can see everything. Your guitars. You can expand it. These are all those guitars like we were just looking at. So this program is really a great program. A lot of people use Pro Tools, and that was probably one of the first ones I was going to look at. But I bought the Novation Launchpad Pro, and this came with it free, and it's made exclusively for it. And I found the recording is fantastic, very easy to use. So I just stuck with it. Messed around with Pro Tools a little bit, that's great too. So either one. So then if we want to check out the positive grid bias, you just go over here to your plugins. It shows you all your plugins you have up there. I've got Plaid Acoustic, the Lounge Lizard, which I didn't realize how great these really were. These are really good programs. The Ultra Analog Sessions. I've got the cassette, reverb, waves. Use that for a lot of vocal work. You know, I'm not the best singer, so I can use all the help I can get with vocals. It's got a vocal synthesizer in there that's phenomenal. I've been going to do videos and play with it and get stuff out there for you to hear, and it just keeps getting put on the back burner. I did one thing on one video. I did like a scary sound. So you just open up your positive grid, click on Bias FX2. It opens up in the window. Your on and off button is the little yellow on and off. Sometimes if I got my guitar plugged in and turned on and it's kind of ringing, turn it off because it generally comes up with a high distortion. Go up here right to the top in the title bar, and I go down. I have all my sounds. This is all factory over here, the blues, rock, metals. Bank 1 is some of my clean sounds that I've worked on. Bank 2 is Clean Effect Guitar Match. Oh yeah, that's what we are going to go over, is the guitar match on this. Okay, so let's get a so here's the Bias FX open. I actually like the way the Spark amp has their layout on the tablet much better than this. You click amps, you got a row of 20, 30 amps. Click distortion, 20 distortion pedals. They're right in the line, vertical, very easy to go. This is a little different. The amps are kind of lumped together. Low gain. Right now I got acoustic. There's 5 acoustic amps. High gain. You know, they got a lot of them, but they're just all bunched in a big block, and they got a cabinet underneath them. You're not just looking at the amp. I like it when you just look at the amps. You can look at the face. They're nice and large. It would be cool if they actually made that type of app for this, but well, let's not get into that. So here's the layout they got. You want the Fender. Well, you want a Marshall, there's the Slayer King. Click on it. You got your Crunch. Overdrive, Grid, molded, modded plexi. So they're all here. You just kind of gotta sift through them. I'm still trying to find the Lux Verb. That's one of my favorite ones from the Spark, and that I don't see that one here. So let's go with the YM100. And what's nice about Bias FX is you can pick your speaker cabinets. The same thing with Ableton Live. I only have the standard, but when you upgrade, which I want to get the better version, you can pick all your speaker cabinets in that, pick all your amplifiers, 1, 2, 4. It doesn't list the name, not even close. You can't even look at them, so you don't know. This, at least you get to look at the cabinets. There's your Celestian, your greenback, tread plate. All your cabinets are here. You want one speaker? Click on one speaker for big bass. Vibro Lux, Hot Rod, 2 speakers. Bass, highway, greenback. There's the orange for the British. Clean. Yep, I want to go big. I like the greenbacks. They do sound great, but I have been experimenting with a lot of other sounds. The Celestian T75s. Also, I need to expand out because Celestian has the classic, the modern vintage. They have a total of 30 different Celestian speakers that you can try. So my friend, he has the creamback, and now I got to find out which model creamback he has. Does he have the 12M65? Does he have the 12H75? And he really likes that speaker. Now I think what this program would be great for him for is, say he wants to buy a new speaker and you don't know what the speaker sounds like you want to buy. Say you got your program right here, you try it. You try your breadbacks, try different creambacks, try your neo creambacks, go to your classic Celestian speakers. There's your anniversary, there's your other one. Vintage, there's your Celestian Blue. The Celestian Blue, since I haven't upgraded yet, this is a $59 expansion pack. I'm going to give these 2 a try. And not only that, you can do microphone placement. There's your microphone. I'm using the Shure SM57, and son of a bitch, bought one of those back in 1978, probably 1976. And you would think since it's 2021 that we'd have new microphones that are quote the ones to buy, but yet that it's still the go-to microphone today all those years. So you can place it in different positions around and say you want to use the SM57. They give you a choice of 4 different mics. You get your condenser mic, and say one mic ain't enough. Let's throw another mic on there. Let's throw a SM57 and one that is let's go with a ribbon mic, and we'll stick that on the outer edge. Don't really recommend sticking your microphone in the direct center because your speaker comes from the outer edge. It's coming from the cone. So that's why I stick them here. You tried various positions and could give a sound that you like. I really don't know what the stern button does. Maybe there's 3 mics. I don't know. And then of course you can go to this has a massive amount of EQs, mods, delays, reverbs, compressor. You can go studio grade compressor, or I should say like a rack mount. They have 4 studio grade rack mounts besides 5-foot pedal styles. Everything's like that. Same with EQs. You got EQ, studio grade, delays. You got the tape echo, which I love the tape echoes. We used to have one of those big giant tape on top, and it would just revolve around. It was a single loop tape, and every once in a while you'd have to replace it. It would just get saturated. So it's quite the big program. But what this video is about, okay, so yeah, here's a list: noise gate, compressor, pitch, boost, drive, distortion, and the one thing that you can do with this program that you can't do with the Spark is you can move everything around. So you want 4 distortion pedals. You can click all these off and put all distortion on them. And I really wish I could change things with the Spark, because I would love to have the EQ and the phaser running at the same time, but I don't seem to be able to do that. So what I really wanted to show you here is the guitar match. And I think it's 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Gonna take a quick short break. Then we'll come back, and I was just messing around with this, and I'll tell you, I'm really, really excited. This blows me away. It's a lot of fun to use, and the sound, when I listen back to it, it's like, okay, it's just everything you do with the positive grid bias FX, your guitar just sounds better and better and better. It's like that's what you want. You don't want to buy effects, plug them in, and it's like, oh geez, a little bit disappointed because I just spent $100 on this thing, and it's it's okay, but it's not creating the magic. You're looking for magic, especially when you spend a couple $100 on effects pedals. Same like when I bought the Orange Crush 12. It sounded great. It sounded okay. It sounded awesome. But when I bought the Positive Grid Spark 40, it was like, wow, this is magic. I mean, right out of the box. Plug it in, turn it on to acoustic or clean, because I want to first see how clean it is and if it's going to sound a ring to it. And it was like, wow. Side-by-side comparison with the Orange or another amp that doesn't have those effects built in. It's like, blah. Plug this Positive Grid Spark in. Wow. For the price that you pay, $250, it's just fantastic. Let's take a quick break here, and I'll be back. The Celestion V30. Starting to gain the input, starting to increase. the 75. Let's throw in another microphone, the Shure V57 or SM57. Let's turn it down a little bit. Slowing up a lot on that gain over there. Turn it off, the song is completely gone. Almost has that true magic I was talking about, because you can see, I take the effect off, the image collapses, the sound field collapses, the magic disappears. But we can make it better, and I think I'm going to cut that short, and we're going to do another video on that. Maybe not, because it seems like this is stretching out into a 15-minute video for a 5-minute. I want to show you the guitar match. I haven't even got to the guitar match. But I did a little experiment earlier. Wait a minute though. That's right. It should be ready to go if I have it saved. How do I bring back selected preset? There it is. Okay. Excuse me. Clear my throat to make room for smoke. I have chosen the Paul Reed Smith CU24 Gold Top. I looked online. It's a $3,300 guitar. Got to get smoke coming in this way, that way. I was like, I'm gonna pick one of these guitars they got. They got quite a great selection of them, and I saw, go to positivegrid.com, check out the video. It was like really impressive. I don't even know. This thing could have been in my program for 6 months, and I didn't even know it. And I'm, smoke a little more, right? It's right. Keep smoking that shit, Chuck. So I picked out, why not pick, the best, right? I mean, come on, it's like a gorgeous guitar, $3,300 guitar. So let's, again, let's start with it off. And like I said, we've already beefed it up. We've gone from this to this. Much better. Now let's listen to the Gold Top PRS. I almost feel funny playing a $3,300 guitar. Off. Amazing, right? Now I'll kick the whole thing off. Where'd the guitar go, right? Just like... It sounds good. I have to listen to it for a minute, but we'll kick on the Paul Reed Smith and... Now I'll strum and see if we can get any more magic out of it that I was talking about. I'll click to the neck position, watch this. That's not even going into the equalizers, the mods, and I mean, which I'm sure it could bring that out more. They got a complete package in here that is an expansion pack, they call it. And they have one that is for acoustic. And so I can't wait to get that, because that, you know, again, just see if we can just pull more richness, brilliant, and, you know, all that good stuff. So this is, like I said, this is so fantastic. And when I modeled that, I'll show you real quick here how we do that. You go up here to PRS, select your guitar match. These pickups are matched from the Les Paul, and I think that kind of gives it a unique tone on this guitar. So this is what those pickups were modeled after, and you just go here, click on PRS, and it says match select. Do you want to do your neck pickup, or do you want to do your bridge pickup? And let's, okay, so we'll do the neck. So you would create your instrument. We want to call it, oh yeah, we were going to do Stratocaster. Type in Strat, and they got all your different styles. Oh, I love the J. I can't wait to get one of those. There's your SG, ES335, your Paul Reed Smith, your Les Paul. Do we want to do Stratocaster with triple pickups? I really don't want to use the center one. We're just going to do a double pickup Strat. Single coil. You could make the Stratocaster humbucker if you'd like. Modify it. We're going to keep this single coils. And this is the really cool part, is it reads your pickups on your guitar. And I guess that's how it knows how to change the tone of them. And you basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you hit next. And you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then it tells you to go to the second fret and do the same thing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fourth fret. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Whoop. Missed. 6. Those 6 have to line up, and here we got it. Matching success. So that was one pickup, and we got to do the other pickup. Bridge. Next. Bridge pickup matching success. And now we go to guitar match. Huh. Except I thought we changed it to a Stratocaster. Oh well. You get the idea. I see I got Strat up there, I got bridge, but I guess I never changed the guitar. But that's okay. Just wanted to show you, the different things you can do. Like where it says match select, they had an SG body in there, but there's no SG body over here, so I'm not sure how they're mixing and matching different things. I guess what you can do is pick a Les Paul, and then you can go and actually on the pickups and tone, you can make it sound like an SG. I'm not sure. I have to do a little research on that, so don't quote me on that. But that's the idea, and like I said, I think it sounds brilliant. I was like, tell me what you think. You think it sounded better using the guitar match than dry? Or do you think it sounded the best without any effects at all? And then, I'd like to go into a little bit more in depth because there's quite a lot that you can do with this, like I said, as far as your categories, and then you can break it into two, which at first I was like, wasn't sure about that, but there was one song I was doing, I couldn't get what I wanted out of the Spark. I wanted a clean tone and I wanted a distortion on top of it. But it doesn't work that way. As soon as you start modulating and distorting and adding tones, your clean sound is gone. And I'm thinking, wait, right there in the bias effects, I could have one amp completely clean along the chain, split it and have the bottom section with my distortion. Duh! That's what it's made for. So there's just so much. I mean, I wouldn't think about having a Marshall and a Fender, or even two Marshalls. Well, yeah, I guess I would chain two Marshalls together. Why not? But having a Marshall and say a Eddie Van Halen chained together, I wouldn't have thought of that. And splitting it. I mean, it would be like having two separate stacks of amps with two separate sets of foot pedals. I have not seen a guitarist yet do that. Maybe that's a forte. So I'll let you guys go because it looks like we're getting lengthy here. Hope you liked the video. Touching base on this FX versus the Spark, and it's probably a little more expensive than a Spark, especially after you add on all your effects. But I started with the basic $59 one first, checked it out, and I upgraded to the next package. And next thing I know, they wanted $59 for the Elite package in the end. I was like, there we go, So it took me a couple steps. Same way I got my 65-inch TV. I bought a 39, 40-inch TV. I returned it. Bought a 55. 30 days later, I had enough money to return that and go back and get the 60-inch. I don't make the rules at Best Buy. I just follow. And they don't care how much stuff you return. Buy it, return it, whatever. So, same with this. I bought the basic package. That was $59. And then it's not even listing me the price anymore. Forget what the next one was, but I went from 30 amplifiers up to 60 amplifiers. Now everything in this model has 130 amplifiers. I did not realize that, and if there's 130 in there, I haven't counted all of them, but I guess I better go back and check because I thought there was like about 60, so Went from 100 amps, 122 effects, 210 factory presets. Not gonna say too much about that. I've always tried them. They've always, I don't know. I haven't. I guess I haven't tried 210 of them on this one, but some of them just didn't have big bold bites. So I don't know. I'll have to do another video on that. So, new fuzz modifier, new time modifier, blah blah blah. Peace out. What a man, 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 what a mighty good man, a mighty good man.